Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynic Alex. Sorry for the lack of a video. Yesterday was pretty crazy with MFF and the live stream and update and stuff like that. But today we're going to be having some fun at the expense of my credit card, and we are going to be opening some Omega cards. But I want to do a bit of an explanation before we do this because Omega cards, unlike costumes, are a lot more complicated. There's a lot of mistakes you can make that can cost you a lot of money. And on top of all of that, ooh, as if it wasn't enough, I have sort of reached the limit on good deals in the game. Now, if you're a free-to-play player, if you're a very low spender, this is not really going to relate to you, so just bear with me for a minute here. But the bundles, especially the one-time bundles that you can get, I've already tapped out on. Not these ones, but like these ones here, like the Omega Squad Rank Up bundle and these things like that. These are sort of one-time purchase, not the memberships, but the bundles. These are one-time purchases that you can make that are going to give you a large boost of crystals. I'm talking like thousands, tens of thousands of crystals, and they're pretty reasonably priced. However, once you finish, there's like 2 or 3 of them. Once you're done, for now at least, that's it. And the charge rate now is astronomically expensive. Like, so it's 6,000. It's like 6,500 crystals for $120. 6,500 crystals gets you what, 3 pulls? Right? 65 divided by 18. Yeah, it's 3.5 pulls. So you're paying like easily $30 a pull. We're talking like Grand Cross levels of whaling. So it gets really expensive really fast. So I'm probably not going to do a lot more gambling for the time being until better sales and better deals come around. And I would sort of put that out there as a little bit of an asterisk, a little bit of a warning to you guys who are maybe ramping up your whaling. You got to be careful because there's like, you know, it's a pretty smooth climb and then they're gonna get you. There's a big drop. The other thing I wanted to do before we start the gambling, I know I've sort of delayed it here, but the other thing I wanted to do is give a shout out to another channel that I think is doing some really awesome stuff here. Darth Microtransaction, or DM semicolon Marvel Future Revolution. So Darth Microtransaction, great guy. He has multiple channels. He's got one for Raid Shadow Legends. He's got one for Marvel Future Revolution now. He is part of, or he runs, the Whale Pod Alliance. So you've probably seen them in game stomping in Omega War, Dark Zone, etc. I've been watching his videos, and recently he's made a bunch of videos about Omega cards, and he's sort of illuminated for the community a lot of the things wrong, or at least a lot of the things that are dangerous, potentially, you know what I mean, dangerous, mobile gaming, with Omega cards. So I'm basically going to be regurgitating some of the things that he said. I'm just going to highlight the most important ones here, and it's also why I'm not spending more on the Omega cards. But I would strongly recommend you hit up his channel, subscribe to his channel if you're interested in this game at all, because he's got amazing content. So what's the deal with Omega cards? So every character can equip 6 Omega cards. You can go here and see, yes, 6 Omega cards. You have regular Omega cards, and then you have set bonus Omega cards. And the set bonuses you'll see will give you a set bonus. So pretty straightforward, similar to other games you've played in the past that have card sets like Marvel Future Fight. However, the one big difference, the one really big difference, because you can transfer cards across players. Like, you have a separate card storage. If you see over on Squad, there is a separate card storage where I can move cards over. And so I can, if I want to give these cards that I've pulled to Spider-Man or Storm or whoever, I can do that, right? But you kind of can't. The difference between these cards and cards in other games is that they will roll, especially the rare cards that can roll extra stats. The rare cards have the silver border, and then there's like even rarer cards that have a gold border, and then they have a gold border with a shine. They will roll exclusive stats, and the exclusive stats are bound, at least for now. We haven't seen anything in the game, and it's very early doors in the game, so it'll probably be months or years before they introduce an item that you can purchase or grind for that can change that exclusive stat. So for now, and again, this could be months or years before it changes, the exclusive stat is locked to the character that you pull the card on. And that also goes for any cards that you get when you're playing the game in Dark Wars. That also goes for any cards that you get when you do things like the activity log challenges. So this last, oh, I can't show you that one. But anyways, there's challenges that you can do here. Hydra Empire. See, I'm going to pull this card here. So this card here doesn't have any exclusive stats. But if it did have exclusive stats, it would be exclusive to Doctor Strange. See what I'm saying? If you get a card from a login event, like let's say there's a login event that's going to give you a card box, When you open that card box on Doctor Strange, if it's a rare card, it's going to roll with an exclusive stat for Doctor Strange. You see what I'm trying to say? So basically, the cards that you get are always going to be in sort of soft locked to a particular character. I could give this card set. I bought this card set for 2,000 crystals, and this also goes for the card. You can buy this Avengers card set. It's this Xanderth number 4 set. It's this card, this card, this card, and this card. You can buy this in the set in the shop once on your whole account. You can buy it once for 2,000 crystals. It's a great deal. I'm still using these cards, but as you can see, they're now permanently locked to Doctor Strange. I can give them to somebody else, and they'll get the villain damage, they'll get the total damage, they'll get the stamina recovery, and they'll get the ultimate skill gauge recovery. Cool. But they're not going to be able to use the air to surface damage. They're not going to be able to use the PvP damage. 7% PvP damage is not a small amount here, guys. They're not going to be able to use the ultimate skill gauge recovery there on the third option. They're not going to be able to use the gauge again on Nebula. So you got to be very, very careful. A combination of, you know, whaling being expensive and cards obviously not having a high chance to be pulled. You can see here, what is the chances here? We got a rocking 2.5% chance to pull any 5-star. Not just a 5-star you want, any 5-star. And there are plenty of 5-stars. So with super low rates and increasingly expensive costs to pull cards because of how the crystal bundles are situated in the game, you gotta be super careful. You gotta be super careful. There's a lot more to the cards. I don't want to get too in depth with it, but I did want to give you guys the sort of PSA, which is again a truncated version of Darth Microtransactions video. If you want the full explanation, you should check out his video. He has way more experience with this than I do. He whaled a lot harder. He has a lot more. He's seen a lot more cards, so he understands it. I want to do a little bit here for you guys to see. Maybe I can get a bit of a bump on my Doctor Strange. I have been whaling a little bit here and there. We're just under 500k for the power, so I'm trying to get over that hump now. So yeah. Personally, I don't know. At the end of the day, it's going to be interesting. So I don't know if costumes or Omega cards are going to give you a bigger bump at the end of the day. That's definitely going to be something that sort of makes or breaks people's whaling in one aspect or another, because you can't necessarily afford to spend in both, right? Especially if you're a low spender. So it'll be interesting to see what it ends up being. But anywho, enough talking here. Let's get to it. Let's see the animation. Yeah, okay, we want the big one. Captain America's shield, nice. No. Oh, he's crushed. Oh, it's a card. Oh, you don't want it? Oh, you do want it. Okay. And then he holds up Groot. Okay, I've seen this animation before, but it's pretty cute. Okay, so first pull seems pretty bad. We only have one. We have a couple of rare cards, actually, I believe. Yeah, that's a rare card, Hydra Empire. That's a rare card, Hydra. Oh, we actually have multiple Hydra Empire cards. That's kind of cool. I think one of the best sets is Dark Zone 4. So the good thing, the only good thing, one of the only good things about the cards is that, like costumes, even if you pull the card at a low star level, it doesn't matter. You don't need to pull the card at a 5-star level. You can pull it at a 3-star level, and then you can just combine it up to 4 or 5 stars. That's not a problem. Oh, that ball is a different color. Was it? Let's see here. Let's see if we can sort of fish out the different animations. Maybe if we get lucky, right? So, yeah. Here we go. Let's see. Maybe we're going to get a 5-star on this one because that ball was yellow. Nope. Oh, did we get the same card again? No, it's not the same card. Okay. So, not looking too good right now. We're going to do one more here. No, the ball's always yellow, eh? I wonder what makes these animations different to sort of be able to tell when you're getting a 5-star. Maybe you can't really tell. There's no tell? Is it the stuff behind Groot? Let's see here. Oof, oof, oof. This is bad stuff, dude. There's nothing here. There's Dark Zone 4, so that set's good. I have that card already, Future Imperfect, so I recognized it. But yeah, let me do, how many diamonds do I have? Okay, 600, 6,000. Let me do one more here. We still don't know what the Omega points are used for. But yeah, I would say that this is getting to the point where it's too rich for my blood, in my opinion, especially when you consider that these cards are sort of soft locked to each character. If new characters come out, we don't know what the pacing is going to be for new characters. Man, no 5-stars, eh? Nothing too good here. That's no good. Nothing too good. We'll try one more. Last one here. Let's see if we can get a 5-star. But without the ability to sort of freely move cards, and of course knowing that the costumes are locked to each character, of course, it's just a little bit too much of a double dip for me. There's even more it's even more than double dip, but we'll say double dip for now. Yeah, this has been no good. So this is the kind of luck. Wow, this is really bad. This is the kind of luck that I was getting in Marvel Future Fight, in the other game that I play. As far as gambling for cards, I've never been lucky gambling for cards in that game. And it seems like we are going down that same path again. So to be honest with you guys, I honestly don't even know. Despite the number of diamonds that I just used, I do not think that there was a good upgrade there. And that's the other thing that kind of annoys me a little bit. Oh, there is apparently. Oh, it just wants me to combine these. I don't want to combine these though. Yeah, I'm gonna. So now what you basically have to do is you have to go through and see what sets you have and what sets you can potentially make. Because at the end of the day, the way that this works is it's all about the set bonuses. The set bonuses are really gonna make or break these cards. But unfortunately, you can see all of the really good set bonuses are going to include one or two, like the best set bonuses are going to include one or two of these ultra rare cards that you have to pull. I believe you have to pull as a 5 or a 6-star. Like, I don't know if you can pull this Black Widow card at a lower rate. Same thing with that Spider-Man card. And then here, the Kingpin card is sort of in between, right? It's not the gold border, but it's the silver border. So you got 4 silver borders. You only need 4 to get part of the buffs, right? The defense, pierce, and the attack. But if you want the full set, you got to go for the full set. So yeah, not too happy with the pulls, not too spicy there. But I think what we'll do is just from now on, we'll sort of make do. I don't know. I think I'm a little bit more inclined to want to go for the costumes anyways, because it's the look. As much as the cards may help you, the problem there for me is it just doesn't seem as fun. You know, with the costumes, even if I'm pulling costumes that I don't necessarily want, like I pull the Sakaar set or I pull the Savage Shadowland sets or whatever, you get the look permanently, right? So it's really, really cool in that sense. Why can't I scroll here? It's really, really cool in the sense that you can get these looks permanently to use cosmetically, right? So you could like that's sick, dude. That is so sick. But for the Omega cards, like, it's just an invisible buff. And I'm not the biggest fan of invisible buffs. So hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Believe it or not, that was about $200, which is kind of wild. So to do about $200 worth and to get that little in return is kind of off-putting. I'm not a big fan of that. So we'll have to wait and see. But I do think that they should look into doing something different with the Omega cards, because having the focus being 50-50 on Omega cards and cosmetics, costumes, is definitely too rich for my blood. So I do think it's going to be too rich for the vast majority of players' bloods. Anyways, hit me up in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.